you previously said, my name is Jonathan Gardner. I'm a 22-year-old advocate for disability rights at both the state and national levels. I am also a cancer survivor who happens to have autism. I sit on many boards, such as Mass Advocates for Children. I am the official ambassador for Operation House Call through the ARC of Massachusetts, where we teach medical students how to best care for patients with disabilities. And I am the co-chair for the Massachusetts Support Decision Making Coalition. And also, if I quickly take a quick little break, don't mind me. I'm just dealing with a bad case of the flu and bronchitis right now. So don't mind that. So now back to the regularly scheduled program. One sec. Supported decision-making allows certain adults, like myself, which include those with disabilities and the elderly, to maintain their rights and dignity and independence by choosing trusted supporters to provide assistance making decisions about our lives. Supported decision-making is an alternative to guardianship, where the person, me, gets to be the CEO of their own life. Supported decision-making does not replace guardianship. It just adds another option for people like me who don't need guardianship, but do need some support. I believe more options are better. This picture is a picture of me and my support person, Mr. Stickme, who is my financial supporter. This is how it works. I get to pick a group of people that I trust to help me make decisions. I'm the decision maker in my life. I have used supported decision making in my fight against cancer, my mental health, in most aspects of my life today. My supporters help me using pros and cons to make decisions, but ultimately the decision is, well, mine. This is a picture of me with all my supporters. You see, I use my mom and dad for everything, my brother for friendship and girl advice. My Grammy and Papa support me with faith and family. My mentor Adam is my wingman. This is Mr. Stickme, who helps me with my finances. This is Brendan, who helps me with my friendship. Next is Mrs. Clifford, who helps me with my mental health. And the next three people, Morgan, Anna, and Ma, all support with work and advocacy. And last is Miss Nicole, who helps me with friendship. That was a mouthful. And let me explain how I got started. When I was 16 and in school, my mother and I were told that I needed full guardianship. This didn't feel right for us. My mom had learned about supported decision-making from this lady right here and her son Craig. Sandy right here and her son Craig. And then we decided to try it in my life. To me, supported decision-making is another tool and choice that I have in my toolbox. I think schools should not pressure families into guardianship because there are lots of other options people can use. My mom and I formed a friendship with Craig and Sandy, and now we all present together about supported decision-making. Supported decision-making was a great alternative for me. I started by choosing my supporters. I decided on different people who would help me with different parts of my life. My first supported decision-making plan only included my mom, dad, and brother. But as I grew older, my plan has evolved, and I've added many other supporters to my team in different areas of my life. Because supported decision-making lets me keep my rights, I can change my own plans as my needs in life change over time. I'm the one in control of my life. This is a picture of me with my brother, who is my friendship and girl advice support person. He is also a boxing trainer and takes me under his wing a lot and always includes me with his friends and activities. And there we go. In 2021, I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, which is a rare form of cancer. This was during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. I was already using supported decision-making in my life, so it gave me some comfort to know I would have support going through this new life journey. However, COVID-19 visitor restrictions made using supported decision-making harder. We had to advocate with the hospital to have my supporters with me at my appointments. A hospital should be required to respect support decision-making as a way of accommodating people with disabilities. It should be recognized as a right everywhere. This is a picture of me when I was sick before I was going to have a tattoo placed on my back for radiation. Fighting cancer has been one of the hardest journeys of my life. I've been through a lot of hard journeys already. I'm so thankful I was given the freedom to choose how I go about my treatments. Having been able to use supported decision-making during my cancer journey was really life-saving for me and helped me make my own decisions while battling cancer. This is a picture of me and my family on my very last day of chemotherapy. The hospital staff all got together and made me a Cookie Monster themed party. I would not be the person I am today without support decision-making. For example, when I was 6 months into chemotherapy and 2 weeks into radiation, I came home one day, and my body and mind were feeling horrible and hopeless. I ended up in my bedroom crying and just really wanting to give up. I told my mom, I don't care what happens to me. I just wanted to stop, even if it caused the tumor to kill me. My mom had to take time to process all of this herself. But when she came back into my room, she came back not as my mom, but as my support person. She said to me, Jonathan, I do not know what the answer to this all is, but if you can put your faith in me as your support person, I'm going to try my hardest to help you figure this out. From there, I gave my mom the okay to contact my medical team, and together they all came up with a different plan for me to think about. After the meeting, I was able to talk to my supporters about the plan, got my questions answered, and then I agreed to move forward with it. The plan ultimately saved my life while also taking care of my mental health at the same time, thanks to support decision-making. This is a picture of me and my mom during this really challenging time for me. My mom is my safest person, and I love her. Support decision-making truly makes me feel involved in my life. It provided me with, excuse me, my apologies. It provided me with choices about when and how I was going to receive my cancer treatments. Because of support decision-making, I was able to let my body and voice guide me with the help of my supporters. I did not have many choices when it came to having cancer, but at least I was able to control when and how I got through it. This is a picture of me and my mom at the Friends exhibit in Boston when I was there. We went to visit it right before we went to the State House to give a final push for STM this year.
Okay.
Yeah, just dry throat. Okay. Thanks to support decision-making, I am the one in control of my life, not a judge or a guardian. If I was not able to pick my supporters during my cancer treatment, I would just be a shell of myself now, if I even survived. I'm the type of person that needs to have full trust in the people that are in my life. If someone else picked those people for me, I would not fully be able to be the person I am today. I need to make choices for my own life. If a guardian had forced me into treatments, I would have been severely depressed, damaged, and not the person I am today. Support decision-making offers more options in my life. I firmly believe that support decision-making gives people a choice for freedom and a choice of who supports them. Everyone should have the right to choose the way they want to live their life so they can live their best lives to the fullest. This is a picture of me with my family last April in front of the Capitol Hill building in Washington, D.C., where I testified for the Autism Care Bill and the Educational Bill. It was so nice for us to all be together. And give me a sec. Yeah, don't save. And that is it from me. Here's some contact information, and like my mom said, the link that with the